gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo.
Whoa. Ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
That
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit
That's
on.
that nigga.
That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me. What's good, Shadow Realm? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, we have to talk about this mass shooting that just went down in Minneapolis. Very tragic story here. And man, there's so much to break down with this one. There are things to break down from a spiritual standpoint. There are also things to break down from a mental health standpoint. We've got, a LGBT conversation, specifically the T conversation that we need to speak on. But man, it is not good. It is not good. Okay. We have the shooter who goes by the name Robin Westman. He took himself out, right? Took himself out, left a manifesto, left a YouTube video that's been taken down. I'm debating if I should, play that YouTube video because people saved it and whatnot. But it definitely can feed into or help divulge what this guy really was about. So we might break it down. This guy had a lot going on. I haven't had much of a chance to, do intense research on maybe where he came from, specifically like his parents in that situation. But we definitely have a name and we're going to break it down. Now, I am going to have to be careful on this one because the last live got taken down by YouTube because I played, y'all know the ad that I always play with the rappers pointing the guns and all that kind of stuff. YouTube is now, I guess they're saying they're cracking down on it. They're really just cracking down on me
but they took my last live down. That one is available on Patreon if you guys want to go support the channel elsewhere. But yeah, this guy had a lot going on. His motivation seemed to be targeting specific religious groups, ethnic groups, potentially. He also had a whole bunch of different things written on his magazine that we'll talk about. So, but we'll basically get some background information on this shooting. A lot of the reporting was live, so we're going to get updated as the world gets updated.
Getting more information into the Fox 9 newsroom now about the suspect, Robin Westman, 23 years old.
Yeah, we told you earlier that his mother had retired from Annunciation Catholic Church just a few years ago.
So his mom used to work at the school, which is, a church school. It's like a Catholic school. His mom worked there for the church. So that is a detail that I was not aware of.
Also learned in our newsroom just a little while ago that the suspect, Robin Westman, did petition for a name change in Dakota County in 2019 to go from Robert to Robin. And in the court filings, it says that Westman identified as a female and wants her name to reflect that identification.
Okay, so it was Robert Westman. He changed it to Robin because he's a transformer and he believes that he is a woman. I mean, and if he was on hormone, the hormone pills and all that kind of stuff, that explains the drastic mood swings and, his irrational behavior and reaction to just people not accepting his own perverted internal identity.
Again, we are expecting a news conference at 2:30 this afternoon in about 45 minutes with Minneapolis police and city officials to talk about an update on the investigation. We expect at that time that there will be more information about the suspect because they've been searching a car and a residence nearby. And again, the suspect apparently died by suicide just outside the church after this shooting. And then we also hope to get more information on the children who have been injured. One adult also in critical condition right now. Those children, 6 of them at HCMC, 1 adult at HCMC in critical condition. There's another adult, 2 children with non-life-threatening conditions at HCMC. And then there are 6 being treated at Children's Minnesota as well. So
one was released from there, so that's good news as well.
So many children were hurt as they sat in those church pews this morning during this morning mass at 8:30 this morning at Annunciation Catholic Church. It was part of their school day to start the day with mass.
Wow. So they start the day with morning mass, and this crazed super transformer glider gremlin on demon time. I mean, he really was on demon time because apparently he had voices in his head. He was going back and forth with them on a notebook. Now, do I believe this is like legit? I mean, it could have been caused by the medicine and all that kind of stuff that he was taking to try and turn him into a bitch. But I really, tend to kind of stay away from really thinking that this man, was actually talking to voices in his head. I think that's an excuse. I really do. I believe that's an excuse. I'm not saying that it ain't possible because these medications that these people are on can cause like a level of schizophrenia, paranoia, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's just wild, man. It's just wild. It's a sad turn of events. Definitely not something that we were expecting today. Definitely not something that we were expecting to talk about. But here we are, another mass shooting in the United States. This one at a Catholic school. Apparently 2 people are dead, and I think they got like 17 injured. So it could have been worse. you know, if you want to say that. But you know, it's a wild, wild situation, and we got a lot of this violence going on throughout the country. Very important to highlight.
Started school just on Monday of this week.
Yeah, the school is a pre-K actually through 8th grade Annunciation Catholic school, founded in 1923. As of last count, there were 391 students at the school itself. We don't know how many of those students would have been attending Mass on this first week of school for them, but it's very feasible that it was a full Mass. The shooter, we're told, stayed outside, had barricaded some exits and entrances on the side of the building, on the side of the church where he was shooting through the stained glass directly into the church, directly at children. And that.
So he didn't actually get inside. He was shooting through the stained glass windows. So, you know, definitely fortunate that he wasn't able to get inside, or maybe that wasn't his plan. He was trying to trap him inside while he shoots through the window.
Resonated with Chief O'Hara. He just, I mean, as it would anybody, but he had
I don't know what the hell that just switched to, but that was a live broadcast. Looks like they're about to break down a little bit more about his background before we go to X, because we're going to go to X to, you know, because there's a deeper dive onto what his real motivations were. And we're going to have to go to X to break that down.
Confirmed the shooter's identity as Robin Westman. And Fox 9 has confirmed the shooter's mother previously worked at Annunciation.
Fox 9's Mike Manzoni is live in Richfield tonight at a scene that may be connected to this deadly situation. Mike, what are we learning about this shooter so far today?
Renee, Kelsey, we've spent the afternoon trying to gather any details that we can. Within the last several hours, investigators went through an apartment at that apartment complex across the street here in Richfield. We'll show you some of that video in a minute. But as you mentioned, investigators have identified the suspected shooter as Robin Westman. She was 23 years old.
So these reporters are referring to this man as a she. This is part of the problem. Y'all are part of the problem. You know, referring to this man as a woman is the reason why he crashed out in the first place, because people are continuing to legitimize this gender delusion. This is a gender delusion, okay? You cannot become a woman if you're born a man. Yet these people continue to refer to, even when they're doing wrong, even when they are committing a mass shooting, you're going to appease them by referring to them by the gender they wanted to be referred to as. I mean, in their death, posthumously. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is part of the problem.
No criminal history as far as we know. The suspect's mother, as you mentioned, worked at Annunciation at one point, so there is a connection there. Court records show that she, the mother here, applied for a name change for her then son back in 2019. She wanted to change his name from Robert to Robin, and that's because documents say Westman identified as female and wanted the name change to reflect that. Police say they are also right now aware of a manifesto that was out there at one point on YouTube today. That manifesto, Chief Brian O'Hara said, apparently showed the suspect at the church, at the school this morning, and included what they are characterizing as disturbing writings. The FBI has worked to get that taken down from YouTube, so it is not out there at this point. We do have some video also from earlier, several hours ago.
Yeah, and we're going to play it. You know, fuck it. At the end of the day, this stream is going up on Rumble, and you know, I don't see why there would be any rules against playing the manifesto. We'll play it by ear, but we're gonna play it. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna fair use the hell out of it and see how it goes.
As investigators served search warrants on at least 3 properties in the Twin Cities Metro, including this apartment complex here in Richfield, as well as another nearby house not far from here in Minneapolis. It is unclear of what they.
So we've got warrants on multiple different properties. I wonder if he was back and forth from these homes. maybe the parents split up. He was going from moms to pops. We know about moms, how she was working at the Catholic school / church, but we don't know anything or haven't heard anything about the father.
Served search warrants on at least 3 properties in the Twin Cities metro, including this apartment complex here in Richfield, as well as another nearby house not far from here in Minneapolis. It is unclear what they took, but we know they did take some items out of at least some of those properties, and we'll be, of course, going through those that evidence in the next several hours and days. No word yet on a motive, but we will continue to follow this. This is, of course, very early on in the investigation.
So it's obvious the news doesn't really want to dig into the motive. We've got the motive. It's all over X. I mean, the manifesto video is on X as well. Very weird. So we'll listen up, watch it, all that kind of stuff. And we'll see how it goes. We'll do that at the very end because I don't want YouTube to interrupt it in between the stream, but we'll do that at the very end.
And in the coming days and weeks, we could know more about what evidence those investigators seized this afternoon. We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Mike, thank you. Now, as we hit.
Yeah, so we got 2 kids dead. We'll just keep rolling with the news.
And more than a dozen others are hurt after a shooter opened fire at a Minneapolis Catholic school. The gunman then turned the gun on themselves. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6.
So another person properly gendered them by calling him themselves. It's just wild. This is part of the problem.
Brent Harden. Officials identified the shooter as 23-year-old Robin Westman. We're told their mother worked at the school. Flags across the nation and here in Connecticut are at half staff right now to honor the 10-year-old and the 8-year-old killed. We just learned a little more than an hour ago, all injured children are expected to survive at this point. As for the investigation, the FBI director says this shooting will be investigated as domestic terrorism and a hate crime targeting Catholics. Fox 61's Tim Lammers breaks down what unfolded at Annunciation Catholic School this morning.
There are no words that can capture the horror and the evil of this unspeakable act. Children are dead.
Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara said the shooter carried a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol.
A gunman approached on the outside, on the side of the building, and began firing a rifle through the church windows towards the children sitting in the pews at the Mass.
One witness told the Associated Press that he heard as many as 50 gunshots over the course of 4 minutes.
This was a deliberate act of violence against innocent children and other people worshiping.
First responders found the gunman dead shortly after converging on the school.
The coward who fired these shots ultimately took his own life in the rear of the church.
Chief O'Hara said the shooter does not have an extensive known criminal history and said it's still too early to know what the shooter's motive was or if he was carrying those 3 guns legally. Again, 2 children died, and of the 17 hurt, some of them were critically injured and many of them are children.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, a lot of people are talking about gun control. A lot of people are talking about this, talking about that. We had the mayor saying they don't need thoughts and prayers right now. That offended a lot of people. Many different angles you can take this. But ultimately, I mean, come on. These transformers, the hormones that they're taking, all of the supplements that they're taking, they definitely cannot be trusted with firearms. I mean, you can't be, just like they say, oh, well, are you using these drugs and that drug on, the background checks? They should ask you about these hormone changing drugs and all that kind of stuff, because it obviously is causing psychoactive reactions that make, or I'm not going to say make people do this, but push people to do things like that. And they got pictures of his mama on the, looks like this is from Facebook, so we're not going to actually go to Facebook, but there's pictures of his mom online as well, so she's definitely known in that community.
Every one of us needs to be wrapping our arms around these families, and the amount of pain that they are suffering right now is extraordinary.
Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey called for action.
Don't just say this is about thoughts and prayers right now. These kids were literally praying. It was the first week of school. They were in a church.
Chief O'Hare.
So, you know, a lot of people online were taking offense to that. You know, hearing it in context, I don't really think it was that offensive. I think he was kind of letting it be known that, you know, there's got to be some other actions taken to protect our schools and our children. But, you know, obviously he's alluding to gun control action. I would just say, man, you got to have some police posted up at these schools, at these churches, and it has to be their responsibility to hire, you know, a policeman or a security guard or something, armed security on the campus of every single school, public or private, in the country. I mean, it's gotten to that point. It's gotten to that point, and you know, you guys know, I always believe these types of people who do these things, they were radicalized online in some freaking chat group or something like that. That's oftentimes how it happens. Oftentimes how they come up with these manifestos. A lot of it is, you know, crowdsourced. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the manifesto that he wrote was crowdsourced by some of the little chat rooms that he be in and that these kids are in. And it's just a echo chamber of maniacal ideas, quite frankly, that these people are spending most of their time absorbing, you know, a lot of violent content, a lot of just weirdos, man, in these chat rooms. I don't really know how to explain it, but there are some weirdo chat rooms out here. And there are intel services who know full well about these weirdo chat rooms, and they're participating in these weirdo chat rooms, and they're active in them. And, you know, that's just kind of how it goes.
Harris said detectives are processing the car that the gunman left behind. He said 2 church doors were blocked with what appears to be 2x4s, but they don't yet know if the shooter did that or someone else. Now, this shooting happened less than a day after 1 person was killed and 6 more were hurt in a shooting outside a high school in the same city.
So there was another shooting. Apparently, somebody said it was some Somalis. Laughing Dog said the Somalis shot up 10 people the other day. So I'm going to have to do a story on that one as well. But, man, I mean, back-to-back Minneapolis, home of 2 mass shootings, same neighborhood. You know, different motives, but very similar results.
The Newtown Action Alliance released a statement following the shooting. It reads in part, quote, "As the neighbor of the Sandy Hook shooter, I know all too well the terror that leaves communities scarred forever. My heart breaks for the families in Minneapolis experiencing this unimaginable nightmare. 2 innocent children brutally struck down during a mass in a place meant for peace, not violence." You'll find more coverage of the deadly shooting on our...
Earlier today, just before 8:30 a.m., our city experienced an unthinkable tragedy. Minneapolis police officers responded to a report of a shooting at a mass that was happening at the Annunciation Roman Catholic Church on the block behind me. This worship service was marking the first week of school for children that are attending the Annunciation Catholic School. During the mass, a gunman approached on the outside, on the side of the building, and began firing a rifle through the church windows towards the children sitting in the pews at the mass. Shooting through the windows, he struck children and worshipers that were inside the building. The shooter was armed with a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. This was a deliberate act of violence against innocent children and other people worshiping. The sheer cruelty and cowardice of firing into a church full of children is absolutely incomprehensible. Police officers from the Minneapolis Police Department immediately responded, entered the church, and attempted to provide first aid and rescue some of the children that were hiding throughout the building, while other first responders came and EMS responded to rush victims to nearby hospitals. 2 young children, ages 8 and 10, were killed where they sat in the pews. Their parents have been notified. 17 other people were injured, 14 of them being children. 2 of those children are in critical condition. The coward who fired these shots ultimately took his own life in the rear of the church. Our hearts are broken for the families who have lost their children, for these young lives that are now fighting to recover, and for our entire community that has been so deeply traumatized by this senseless attack. We will stand together to protect our children, our schools, and our houses of worship. This deliberate act of violence is just a sign of cruelty that is beyond comprehension. Our hearts are broken for everyone that's been affected by this tragedy.
All right, we are staying on top of the horrific mass shooting at a Catholic school in South Minneapolis.
As you know, 2 children were killed early this morning as mass began at Annunciation Catholic Church in South Minneapolis.
So, I mean, it seems like the news is pretty much staying away from any type of motive. We do have a 25-minute video of the school officials, and police giving updates about the shooting. I want to go over to X really quickly, because that's kind of where we're getting most of the real information from. So just to confirm, I accidentally put Robin. That's what the news headline is going with. I didn't know it was a Robert before until I actually started looking into it, but I am going to keep Robin as the title just because I don't support that gender bullshit, but that's the that's the name that's going to get clicks. Nobody knows who Robert Westman is. They know who Robin is now. So here is the order that he put in to grant a name change. And his, let's see, Mary Grace Westman is the mother, and she was supporting this, it appears. Because she had to, I guess, if he was a minor. So they're saying on a behalf of a minor, and this was in 2020, and then he's 23 now. Okay. So yeah, I mean, he was a minor when he changed his name, and his mom had to sign off on it. So I mean, how Catholic was she? Or is this what they letting ride in the Catholic Church now, the trans stuff? Man. So you got that. Then they got an image of his Ma Dukes. This is a picture, a still picture from the YouTube video that he posted. We have that video. We will play that video at the end. Here is some of the pages from his manifesto. All right, we'll read a little bit real quick. To my family and friends, I don't expect forgiveness and I don't expect any apology. I have to hold much weight, But to my family and those close to me, I do apologize for the effects my actions will have on your lives. Please know I care for all of you so much, and it pains me to bring this storm of chaos into your lives. This will affect so many more people than the ones that are immediately involved. To my mother and father, I am sorry I didn't turn out as you had hoped. You did not fail me. You gave me so much. I truly appreciate the love you have given me. So it really doesn't seem like this is I mean, maybe the parents missed something, but he's even saying he was loved in his childhood. I feel I was raised to be a good person. I live kept those traits of empathy, self-sacrifice, and good character. Please do not think you have failed as parents. I was corrupted by the world and have learned to hate what life is. Life is love. Life is pain. There's too much to accept, too many things to put up with just to live. I'm tired of the pain this world gives out. Please move on and continue to give your love to my brothers and sisters and the rest of the world. They may not forgive you, but you need to move on from me. Forget my life and the pain I've brought. I love you both. Thank you for everything. I'm sorry to my siblings. I am sorry for forever tainting the rest of your lives. Your careers, lives, relationships, all will be turned upside down. Damn. I mean, he knew this and still did. What a piece of shit. Please hold on to who you are, not who I am. Change your names if you must. I wish I could tell you that before I go. Please know that. I love you all and truly appreciate the time I have spent with you. I have such an amazing family, and it hurts me to throw this wrench into the works of you, good people. I feel help when with you. I cherish our time together. I appreciate all that you have taught me, and I felt inspired to be like you when I grew up. I hope you are able to move on and continue your lives without being forever followed, forever haunted by my actions. Forget me in all that I am. Hold on to yourselves and your loved ones. I love you all. And to my friends, I trust you all to give your memory of me however you see fit. I'm sorry for the confusion and heartbreak this will bring. I truly appreciate all of you for showing me a good life and helping me through dark times. I have had so many good times that gave me hope. Unfortunately, this world has too much pain to deal out that I can't cover up with the good sides of life. I hope you all can move on and forget the pain life caused. I have wanted this for so long. I am not well. I am not right. I am a sad person, haunted by these thoughts that do not go away. I know this is wrong, but I can't seem to stop myself. I am severely depressed and have been self-delusional for years. Only recently have I lost all hope and decided to perform my final action against this world. I don't want to kneel down for the injustices of this world. I want to die. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees constantly in pain. Wow. I think I am dying of cancer. It's a tragic end as it's entirely self-inflicted. I did this to myself as I cannot control myself and have been destroying my body through vaping and other means. I think I have lung cancer. I have felt many pains that make me think I am past the point of recovery. I do not want to recover. I do not want to throw my life away by rotting in a hospital bed. I don't want the rest of my life to be as a cancer patient in and out of hospitals, constantly being fretted about with people afraid to be too happy around me. Fuck that. I want to go out on my own means. Unfortunately, due to my depression, anger, and twisted mind, I want to fulfill a final act that has been in the back of my head for years. You all are what kept me going. I find no more interest in anything material. I have only an interest in my mission and love for my family. If I didn't have such an amazing group of people around me, I would have been gone much sooner. I just want to escape from this world, escape from the constant bills, shitty jobs, shitty people, and injustice of America. I am done with this. I will not bow. I will be selfish and leave you to pick up the pieces. It's my fault. Blame me, but please move on. Whether you accept my apologies or not, I hope you can all move past this and continue your lives. Excuse me. Remember to be good people now more than ever. The world needs more love. Even if we don't get it in return, please find hope, find love, and stand up to injustice. I love you all. I remember you. Pray for the victims and their families. I love you, Dad, Mom, Jack, Martha, Teresa, Joe, Jared, Phil, and Liam. Robin M. Westman. Okay. 2002 to 2025. P.S. I get over yourself and make up with Mom. She loves you. You need to grow up and accept the time, or that time just keeps on fucking moving. You either will stay in the past, dad rot, wasting your life and happiness away, or you can grow up and move on from things. We all love you. I wouldn't recommend any of you to read my journals unless you really want to, but be warned. Okay, so this was written on one of the guns. Fuck this world, take this, all of you, and cat. And then it's some Russian shit. What are they saying that is? After that video shows them showing off the weapon that would be used in the attack. AR-15 and a Mossberg Shockwave, 12-gauge shotgun, a handgun, and a revolver. Here's some of the journal and him mapping out the church. Let's see. I guess Q&A quotes are approximate as I type real time. Okay, so they're talking about the police briefing here. Here's more of what he mapped out of the church. I'll make it bigger for you guys to see. And then he wrote some things in Russian. They have some things that we'll break down. I've got the first 5 pages of the Russian version translated so far. It's just typical cliche-ish. I don't know why, but sometimes I feel like I am being controlled by this computer. I feel like this device is making me write my thoughts. This notebook is just a way to organize my thoughts, my will, my essence, and my soul. Sometimes it seems to me that I am writing some kind of code. From this, my head spins and I don't understand who I really am. But at the same time, I feel clarity in my thoughts and actions. I imagine that the notebook is a program and I am a processor that executes commands. Sometimes I feel like I am in virtual reality. Sometimes it seems like I am being watched. I'm afraid of myself. I don't know what will happen next. People around me don't understand me. They think I'm sick, but maybe I'm just different. I feel like there is some kind of good or God or higher force controlling me. I sometimes notice how I suddenly start writing things that I don't even think of myself. It's as if someone is putting these thoughts in my head. I used to think that all of this was nonsense, but now I'm not so sure. Maybe this is really some kind of higher mind that communicates with me this way. I often notice how excuse me. I often notice how my body does things automatically as if by itself. I can just walk down the street and suddenly realize that I don't remember or even remember how I got there. It scares me, but at the same time, it makes me curious. Maybe people are all controlled like this, but they didn't or they don't notice it. Maybe I am the only one who has noticed it, and that is why I feel special, but I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know what the hell this man talking about. Sometimes it seems to me that I don't exist at all, as if I'm just a character in someone else's game or program, like my whole life is just an illusion and everything around me is fake. I try to touch objects to talk to people, but inside I feel emptiness. It's as if the world is just a decoration and I am just an actor playing a role written for me. This thought terrifies me. I want to scream, but no sound comes out. I want to wake up, but I don't know how. Maybe I am already dead and this is some kind of purgatory or hell. I don't know, but the scariest thing is that no one understands me. I try to talk about it, but they just laugh or say I'm imagining things. And I feel so lonely. I feel like I'm going insane. Sometimes I think that maybe I'm just a program created by someone or something. What if I'm not a real person at all, but only an illusion, some kind of artificial intelligence? Maybe my thoughts are not even mine, but inserted from the outside. I try to resist this idea, but then I see signs everywhere. Wow. Man, I mean, this dude was watching one too many episodes of Black Mirror. Sometimes I think that all the people around me are not real, but only actors or figures in a simulation. Look at their faces, look at their actions, and I feel that something is wrong. I want to break through this wall to see what is hidden beyond it, but I can't. I feel like I'm in a cage, and no matter how hard I try, I can't get out. This makes me angry and at the same time fills me with despair. Why was I put here? Who did this to me? And for what purpose? All right. I sometimes think that I am being tested as if some higher mind is watching me, checking how I will behave in different situations. And if I pass the test, then maybe I will be freed. But if I fail, then I will remain here forever. This thought both terrifies and motivates me. I try to act correctly, but what does correctly even mean? Who sets the rules of this game? Maybe there are no rules and everything is meaningless. Sometimes I feel like I am on the verge of understanding something very important, but the moment I get close, the thoughts slip away and I remain in the same darkness as before. I don't know how much longer I can endure this. My soul is tired. I want peace, but all I find is anxiety and fear. Maybe someday I will wake up and realize that it was all just a dream. Okay, so kid is definitely disturbed, and that's why he did what he did. He had all types of weird symbols on the magazine. One of them says, "Where's your God? Get clapped." He has something in German. Suck on this. Fuck everything. Things like that. Let's see. Okay, so what I'll do next is he also had some anti-Semitic things on his on his magazine. I'll just kind of show you what anti-Semitic and satanic. Not gonna say exactly what he had on there, but you guys can see the symbol, satanic symbol here, the slur word against the small hats. You got the satanic number coding here. The F word that pertains to the LGBT community. F you eat crap. And then it says the big one, fart, N-word. Just a whole bunch of nonsense. Six, I'm not even gonna say that, but wasn't enough. You guys can read the rest. Something a large number wasn't enough. So he definitely, I mean, these are some of the talking points that you see on X for sure. From people are saying he could have been a Groiper talking points. People are saying he's a Democrat. People are saying he's a Nazi. It says extra thick guy Bartkus. And then it says J-word gas. So looks like some type of explosive. It says Kiss Me, Waco, F Optics, Bull Pilled, Delete the president. It also says now Timothy, reference to Timothy McVeigh. This was, let's see. Shooter on Westman also mentioned. So he was basically mentioning vintage warfare, and we've seen a previous mass shooter mention a YouTuber, a gun YouTuber influencer. So that's interesting because we've seen that before. As if maybe they're trying to blame him for how he learned how to do all this stuff. But yeah, you guys get the gist. Now, oh, there's a clip of him, 16-second clip right here. Oh, here's another drawing that a lot of people are highlighting. The satanic, and basically they're saying that he was having a conversation with himself in Russian, like looking in the mirror as if he's the devil. And let me see if I can find what the conversation read. Okay, yeah, there's multiple clips from the YouTube video. I'll play in a second. But the conversation with himself, where is that at? Because I had that queued up. He basically was like nutso having a conversation with himself in that little drawing. Damn. Where's that thing at? I just had it. Hold on. All right. Okay, so people were translating it, and the text in that image said, "Who? When will this end? Help me out. I don't want to help." And then it says deleted himself or delete yourself. So somebody kind of got this depiction here. Who am I? When will this end? Help me out. I don't want to help. Delete yourself. So that's what he wrote in that weird little notebook there. Definitely satanic. All right, let's get into the video and we'll conclude it on this one. I was going to go through the police briefing, but they don't want to talk about the motive. So, I mean, I pretty much showed you guys the motive. This dude was nuts. But here is a video that was posted on YouTube but was taken down, which I'll show you guys now. Oh, shit. Oh, it's like that? It's like that? Oh, damn. I ain't even know. Now this is creepy as hell. This is creepy as hell, and I'm in the house alone. Hold on. Let me close my damn doors because this is weird as fuck. In the meantime, we'll go to a brief commercial.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia.
BGZM News 17.
All right, so this shit, like, this nigga is like doing all this, like acting like he's a fucking demon or some shit, I guess, in the video. So, fair warning. This shit gonna be scary. Oh god, I hate scary movies too. Fuck. Here we go. What the fuck?
Here's my note to my family and shit. Wow, some English writing. Wow. Hope you can read that.
Okay, so these are the this is the letter that he left to his family that I just read.
Yeah. Peace, love, unity, and guns.
What the fuck?
Baka, my brata. Baka.
Oh shit. So he's dropping the bullets on the bed. Oh my god. This is like some weirdo shit, bruh.
9mm. Get fucked.
Okay.
This message brought to you by BlackRock and ExxonMobil.
So this message brought to you by BlackRock and ExxonMobil. God. This is gonna be a doozy.
Sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon. Brandon Herrera for president. Yeah, I met Brandon Herrera at SHOT Show last year. He and I had a brief conversation, but we agreed on a lot of things. So y'all should vote for Brandon Herrera for president. And Vintage Warfare promotes love and peace and accepting differences. Tomorrow, I'm sorry to my family. But that's it. That's the only people I'm sorry to. Fuck those kids.
Damn. It's like that. Dude. This sicko talking about some F the kids. Yo, man. These people, I mean, what are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do? How can these types of things be stopped? I mean, this is a very obvious crash out. Apparently, he posted this video a day before he committed the shooting. Did this not flag YouTube's content? I mean, God, dude, YouTube, oh my God, they're so worried about my ass. They so worried about me, they forgot the school shooter. Think about that. They're so worried about censoring me when I don't even be doing too much. I don't do too much at all. That they forgot the transgender school shooter. These super transformer gremlins are on demon time.
Skibbity. Skibbity. Shit.
So the vape, he said he had lung cancer. That nigga said he had lung cancer because he was vaping too much.
Regret everything. I didn't ask for life. You didn't ask for death. Make my own fucking stars. Yeah. Watch my 9mm go bang.
So he had Jesus on a damn Target sheet. Bruh. This dude was whacked out. Laughing too, bitch ass. All these magazines. Dude is a bitch. Like, nigga really. He said, I'm the woker, baby. Why so queerious? Nigga think he tough because he got a couple guns.
Woker, baby. Why so curious? Where's your fucking God now? Shit.
So you got couple different school shooters, last names. Adam Lanza is one of them that I recognize. The others I don't. Psycho Deleter. As you guys can see, F everything that you stand for.
Scum gang.
Scum gang. Okay, there you have it.
The big boy.
Even my dog's getting freaked out.
Fucking rip and tear. That's the big one. Don't forget to live, laugh, and love.
Wow. This dude was throwed, man. Dude was throwed.
And this one's for me, in case I need it.
He's definitely ready to eat a gun.
Some smoke. Extra thick. Eat shit, motherfucker.
Dude, so lame. Nuke India. Upside down cross. He got released the list. He's saying the small country in the Middle East must fall. Talking about pain and hate. Something about kiss me. I don't even want to turn it up because this nigga weird as fuck. He gonna randomly start screaming. He said he got that bitch loaded. Now you talking like Gollum. This nigga's throat.
Vivimos en el sociedad. I don't want to be here. Well, you're here.
He said, help me, I don't want to be here.
Oh, another one.
So he said, ooh woo, like the little shit they be saying on whatever podcast, like the little OF bitches be saying on the whatever podcast. So he got a whole bunch of different online. He got TikTok brain, basically. That's what it is.
Where should get motherfucking Breivik engine?
He keeps saying, showing the same gun.
Fuck Niger. That dude raped someone. Yeah, man. Yeah. Got my new headphones so I can hear them scream. Nice. My belt.
Yeah. Yeah, dude is a whole bitch, man. All this weird ass shit.
Plug. Oh yeah, check. I got my shirt. Skajou. Better than the best. I got my Minnesota patch. In the fucking FSB. Maybe I look like a cop and I won't get rushed or something. I don't know. But shit, let's fucking do this before things all kicks in. Oh.
Honestly, like to me, he just strikes me as like the lame ass kid who sat in the back of the class talking to himself, even though he really wasn't talking to himself. He was talking to himself to get attention. That's kind of the vibe that he gives me.
Oh yeah. Check this out. Got more Jew gas taped on this end. This will be for the emergency exit. Pop it through the hand.
So earlier we were talking about the plywood, the 2x4s that were placed barricading the doors in. So he did do that.
This is all too fucking real. Nigga. Yeah. Tomorrow. I love you. You. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel really good.
All right. So that was it. Weird ass shit. Yeah, I'm not buying the little mental health bullshit. He just sounds like he was a lame kid in school and he was trying to make a name for himself, and he thought that he would, you know, have everybody going either which way, trying to figure out what his motives were. That's why he wrote so much bullshit on his gun, because he wants to muddy the narrative and have people talking about, why did he do this? What did he do this for? Was he a Republican? Was he a Democrat? Was he trans? Was he this? Was he that? And he saw all the other trans shooters and all the other school shooters, and he's trying to mimic them or copycat them to some extent. Ah, man. I mean, this shit is tiring, honestly. But that was pretty much the motive. I don't think there really is a real motive. But we do have a video of a 10-year-old kid recounting what happened. So I think this testimony will be important. And then we'll go ahead and conclude the stream because I'm about freaked out. I need I need some decompressant.
We went to the gym, and then the door's locked just to make sure he didn't come. And we waited in the gym for more news, and everyone was okay. Or most people.
Who were you?
My friend got hit in the back.
Did he go to the hospital?
Yeah, he went to the hospital.
What went through your mind when you saw that?
I was super scared for him, but I think now he's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get reunited with your parents?
Yeah, my mom was waiting outside of the church when it happened.
Yeah. What was it like seeing her?
I was super happy because, like, I was scared that I wasn't going to see her because I didn't know what was happening, really. I was just in shock.
Was it behind you where it was happening or in front of you?
It was, like, right beside me. I was, like, 2 seats away from the stained glass windows.
Damn.
They were, like, the shots were, like, right next to me.
That's scary.
Yeah.
You went under the pew after that happened?
Yeah. And
Is
then
that what everyone tried to do?
I think I got, like, gunpowder on my neck.
Tonight we are mourning the lives of 2.
Damn. So there you have it. 2 dead, 17 injured in Minneapolis. Shooter Robert Westman, aka Robin Westman, shot up the Annunciation Catholic School Church. Just a whole ish show. We played his manifesto. We read his words and tried to find a motive. He was just crazy, maybe on the hormone pills or whatever they take to help them transition. But man, it's bad. It is bad. We got to figure out what is going on in these people's minds. I don't know how it's going to be done. I don't know how you can make things safer except more of a police presence at these soft target zones. But other than that, guys, if YouTube does take the stream down, you can catch it on Rumble. Guys, hit the super trap. We didn't get one super trap this whole live stream. Crazy work. But anyways, hit the super trap, like the video, share the video, join the Patreon, hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App. Show some love if you support the channel. But you already know what it is, man. It's your boy, the Black Gen Z Mindset, a.k.a. BGZM News 17, a.k.a. Jenquavius Jackson. We are going to send it off to Jenquavius Jackson to take us away. I appreciate everybody for joining the stream. Make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment immediately after the video ends for the algo, because you know YouTube be hating. But with that being said, guys, have a great rest of your night. Be safe, because these super transformer glider gremlins are on demon time.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and you already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, And it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting
just took place. Excuse me. I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting. And I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured, but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo.
Whoa. Ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
that
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit on.
That's that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.